Imagine this is music. La 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 la. Bang. Music. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Music. 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 Return this music. 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 Naked music of tonight. Okay. Hola. Benvido a TTC. Hoje nós não estamos correndo no Brasil, mas sim em Monaco. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. Tonight we are racing in Monaco once again. Instead of Brazil, Jay told me last second we are cancelling Brazil, and we are going to the Principality of Monaco, of course, like every time. And yeah, it should be quite exciting race, I think, around the Principality. With tight street circuit, of course. Okay, I need to stop this joke. Well, here's results from Montreal. Of course, JST winning over Tess Lucas Besner. Carl Vergis in third, however. I believe TRT have picked up a... Ooh. Is it Qualiban? I think it's Qualiban. Bref, we'll see later tonight. With Tristan Jensen in P4. Marcel Paps in P number 5, picking up a post-race time penalty. I forgot what for. I think it was a collision, which put him behind Tristan. And Speedy 6th, and the rest, yeah, okay. Tristan missed out on a very good result in the end after a crash. And Dennis Kamensky out of the points after disconnecting and having multiple issues. Here are your standings that are very small once again. Carl Vergis now leads the way, ahead of Alex Santana and Scott Holmes, who's back this week then, Mr. Scott Holmes. But however, over in the standings of the teams, it's TF10 now in front. Tess has lost, or they have lost their lead now to TF10, and they are looking to get it back in the last third of the season. 5 rounds to go. It's been 10 rounds already. Who will pick up the championship? It's not looking like it's going to be Tatum Restek or anyone below them, but it will be, in fact, the top 2, either one of the top 2, TF10 or Thomas Enger. Right. I don't know if we started yet. Or are starting. Okay. Well, I now need to remember what buttons what. Because obviously this is like, brakes and brakes and brakes and brakes. But for now, you're still staring at Monaco, of course. Spare me. Well, no, Mike Tellens. Well, I'll be putting you. I'm giving you a lot of screen time, mate. Trust. But yeah, mate. Good luck. It's gonna be a bit difficult. Fun fact: it should be probably raining at one point during the weekend. Not for quali, but if you think I'm on a slow lap, it's the fastest I... Okay, bro. Let me just prepare. Then... close chat. Yes. And... disable preview. Close that. Get everything up. 2 seconds. 1. Wabang! Welcome. It's sunny in Brazil. Where's the storm, guys? I thought there was a storm coming. Well, okay. Cars already going out on track. Not that of Josh, of course. It's Mr. Estemba. Outlap festive and hot lap. Right then, I have got adverts on my phone. I cannot see if I've actually switched camera or not. I think I have, logically, because I pressed F4. Welcome in chat, everyone. Best tier of the lot tonight with the best commentator available, of course. Because only one available. Yeah, no. Hello, Wards. How are you doing, mate? Well, here we got Estemba then. I feel it's going to be one of those races where we're going to have a lot of fun in commentary, like Silverstone Reverse. That was interesting to commentate on anyway. When am I updating hours in the hotel? I'm doing it tonight, I said in chat. Alright then, here comes Estemba, on his way. Screaming down to turn 1. Going as wide as possible, taking a little bit of curve, not too much curve, but as you will just spin. Yeah, I might be bad to here, but I know that, at least. Depends on, of course, PC grip, but that's a subject for another day. End the first sector, 17-0. Oola. See the steering wheel that was a little bit hesitant. From memory, 17-0 is good, I think. I don't remember what times are. I think it's mid-sixes. I think. Can't be doing that. Invalidated. We're going to go on board. Not on board. Off board or on board. I don't know. With Mr. Mike Tallensven for AERT because Mike Tallens is the GOAT. Maybe. Maybe not. Ooh, using all the road air. 17.2. Yeah, that's 2 tenths slower. Ooh, la 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 la. And has gone off the track there at turn 4. Sino logo? No, that's not the Sino logo, is it? Oh, I don't know. Well, Marcel perhaps it is then. 17-1 after the first sector. Big subjects here tonight. TF10 versus Tess. You have 343 hours. Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, is it? I just don't remember. Well, Scott Holmes was the first to set a lap. Or, I think, yeah, it was first to set a lap. It's 106.6. From memory, due to the tyre update, that's very good. On memory. Alright? Don't take my word for it. But it's, for a banker, extremely solid. Alright, then Marcel Papt. Is that even that's not allowed, is it? JT. 170. Ooh, 17.002. You can't do that, can you, in the pit entry? You can't enter the pits with the white lines and then leave it again. I remember there was this in Bahrain one season on 24. So I don't think you could. You're allowed to do that, or you're not. Because I remember last time it was not. But anyway, moving on. I'm going to find a TRT driver to watch. Estemba's gone fastest, even after doing a cooldown lap. Well, the two TRTs are together. 17-1 for La Bella after the first sector. It might just be for a... actually not. Right, anyway. La Bella on his way. There is a separation point 1.1 after... You need to... So you can do what Marcel Paps did then, but I thought you couldn't with Bahrain and that. Well. I don't really read fucking... Oh, I can't say that. I don't really read the track notes anyway. Well, anyway. La Bella across the line, P3 for TRT. His teammate behind, Tristan Jensen, goes fourth. 3-4 for TRT, not bad. Now, Tomasetto Elliott goes into P number 4 for Tess. It's very good for Tess so far. P2 and P4, while TF10 with Alexander Kraft are, well, okay. 6th and 7th. Ha ha ha. Yes. Very funny. Yes. Jake Stewart has invalidated. It's not looking very good for ART. Grumpy if you're watching, hello. But, yeah. Ha ha ha, yes. Very funny, yes. Of course. Oh, where's he going? Sure, why not? Okay. Well, we've got Raikkonen over here. In the form of Jake Stewart. Yep. Oh man, why is it still... it's still... Oh, okay. It's still making half of flipping text and chat go as asterisks. Mr. Isaac Rusty's message does not appear for me. I'm assuming it means DBI. He's all said no, yeah. Well, oh man, I can't... won't let me go onto, like, P11 from a keyboard. I have to do it with my wheel. It's really, really annoying. Mr. Joaquin Wigley on his way. SET Noah behind him. Mr. Joaquin starts his lap and into turn 1. A lot of curb. You can do that on PC, so it's fine. You can get away with it. That's looked fairly clean through turn 1 and 2 and 3. So this is turn 4 then. Okay. Well, 10 foot after turn 1. That's very good. Sector 1, man. That's very good. Apologies. On his way into this corner, but you know it's very RNG for some odd reason. Quite good. Ooh, that's slightly missed apex, but that's fine. Looked quite good actually there, especially in the first couple passes of the lap. Got a Ferrari getting out of his way. So sector 2 split. Oh, he's lost though. I'd assume that's because he, ran a little bit wide. But, well, he's matching. He can still improve. If he gives it his all. And he's not. He's going to pit and say, nah. Alright then. Well, who's going to be first? It's not going to be... Oh. Monsieur Alexander Kraft. We will be with Monsieur Kraft then. Let's go. On his way. DRS open. Run to line and go. Very neat so far. Slightly lightly wide, but get away with it. End of sector 1, bang! 17.046, that's very good. Despite, you know, maybe a slight mistake. Maybe it wasn't so bad after all. Maybe it even wasn't even a mistake. I am very bad here. Oh, that's a lot of curb though. Well, I get away with that as well. Nice racing line through there. Ooh, just about got the apex. And go on the power. Got to wait a little bit there for that corner. And this is a very tricky corner as well. Easy to lock up either your front or rears. And after the middle sector, he is almost 2/10 ups. Got to find something in this last sector. Had a little bit of a slide. Speedy has gone 6th fastest, meanwhile. So then, Mr. Kraft, what have you got for us? 3rd fastest. Very good improvement, but not enough right now. Marcel perhaps on his way. Estemba is going to go again. So is Scott Holmes. So is Valentino. Tomasetto Elia has done a very, very lightning fast first sector. A 16.9. And he's on his way. Maybe to set the fastest lap here. A little bit of traffic ahead. Just be careful of that. Oh, we got a nice slipstream from that Red Bull though. 3/10 up after the middle sector. And the slipstream. This is going to be huge for Tomasetto Elia. Absolutely huge. He's not really taking much slipstream, however. But across the line to go fastest, almost 2/10 ahead of anyone else. with a 16.450. That's a blisteringly fast lap time, from what I know anyway. Estemba has invalidated, and Scott Holmes has gone again. See what Scott Holmes can do. Does this on the fire? Yep. Very, very, very solid lap time here so far. But it's still 6 minutes to go. And still a very fast Scott Holmes on his way. Slightly up. Not slightly up. 3/4 of a tenth up. With still the last sector to go. Maybe he can easily get to P2 here. Maybe dip into the 0.4s. 0.546. It's a test 1-2, everyone. Oh. Sure, why not? Tests are coming back, ladies and gentlemen. TF10, watch out. This is going to be a very nice last few. These are going to be nice last few races anyway. Well, Tristan's. Yeah, okay, well, I was going to say he wasn't allowed, but see what he was going to do. But well, Jacob Groom on his way. As usual, when you assign someone, yeah, Nevio's to go. Trust, Nevio's just to go. This is the only tier where the temperature, yeah, top tier. Is this where it's the best? And it's making half a chat asterisk again. And I cannot see Isaac Rush's message. Great. How do I even turn it off, man? That's really, really annoying. These settings. Oh. Well. Master of Paps is still just going around, by the way. He is improving after the first sector. Not looking too shabby so far. Ooh, right on the limit there. Not too bad. Get on the power, however, you'll have to pit if you want another lap. So either this lap or the last one on a new set. You have to make his mind up. Oh, however. I mean, if you can do that again on the new set, that would be ideal. He might have another go, you know, even if he does finish this lap. If he gets around quickly enough, he will finish this lap then. Across the line. Third fastest. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, obviously we couldn't see his delta, but like, if he gets back to the pit lane quickly enough, he will get another go at it. Ooh, actually. Ooh, I don't know, actually. Ooh. No, he won't. Dommage. But that'll be his best effort then. So not too bad, you know. Not too bad. Looking around. Ah, okay, well, Labella will be the first one. Well, real contender again. Bar Master perhaps. To start his lap. To turn 1. And go. Not bad at all, Labella here. He can have another go after this, I think, if he backs out. Based on what I remember from a timer. Oh, big improvement, Sector 1. But it wasn't... Well, I mean, it's good to be fair. Maybe saving a bit for S2 and S3. A bit of traffic, maybe, on his lap. So you have to be careful from that. Very safe on the... Ooh, that's a bit wide, though. Right, well, let's see then. Not looking too shabby so far. Picked up a little grass there, actually. Car gets out of this way. Instead 10th and half up. Go, get on the power. Should get himself maybe up to 4th. Heck, even maybe 3rd if he gets a good last sector here. Or can he even get on the front row? 4th for Labella, 6.645. Tomasetto Elio has invalidated. So he will not be improving. Unless time, is not that bad. That's an interesting racing line from Estemba. I think he's backed out as well. Alexander Kraft, in all of that, has gone 6th at some point, but I missed. Tristan's not on the lap anymore. Tristan is 9th. He has just started his last lap. Whoever are causing these yellow flags, go away. LGS Chuli has gone to 16th with Viari. Well, Tristan, half time up after sector 1. Well, that doesn't look too great, Oh yeah! TRT have a quali ban. I thought that when we was getting going, and I didn't notice it. Well, I know there's a little TTM reunion going on at TRT. Whoever's doing that. Ay. Clausen, Nevio, Aiden, one of you. Just own up. Come on. Utter woke nonsense. Well, Tristan's gone 8th fastest. That's not too bad. I don't know if Estemba's on a lap. What? Oola. Okay, well, clearly not. Tomasetto Elliott. Oh my god. Boom! A little bit lost in the last sector, but 6.49. Oola, 29. Is it Q1, Q2, Q3? Never, you're lost. I'm joking. It's short Q. Only P20. Mike Tellens, fair enough. How do you even set an 8, bro? How did 2 drivers set an 8? Nah, get out. Someone just crossed the line. I think that was... I don't know. I think Tristan just improved slightly. Well then. What will the consequences be for TRT? Will they get a race ban? I think logically that makes sense. If you don't have a quali ban. Personally. I don't know what JT says about it. But, yeah. Well then. Unless you get a double quali ban for it, then that's also kind of fair. But you go to the server, It is a test 1-2 then. Here in Brazil, with Tomasetto Elliott heading Scott Holmes, and only drives into the 4s. There's a car side by side in the background, just going around the outside. GG's. Marcel Paps in 3rd, Spezzi in 4th. Good effort from him. 5th, Labella. 6th, Estembas. You didn't improve after his banker though. Kraft 7th. Yes, and 8th. But the big story here is that TRT didn't serve a quali ban. Yeah. Not ideal. Not ideal. Well, let's see now the weather for the race. Because I think it's dry. If it was wet, I think someone would have told me. Yeah. It makes sense. Not big lag issues, though. I've noticed. I've not had FPS drops, noticeable FPS drops, so that's good so far. What was I going to say? So yeah. Well, quick look at last week's result. Then I actually cannot see it on my screen. You guys can see it, or no, I can on my phone. Now I can dictate. There we go. GST won for TF10. which meant that TF10 are now leading the constructors' standings, which is why this Test 1-2 in quali is absolutely massive, more massive than the low taper fade. Lucas Bassner did his best last week and got P2. However, it was Demis Kamensky who had a very, very unfortunate race in Montreal, which meant that he did not score points at all, despite Tristan's little crash with, I forgot who it was actually, well, maybe Carvagis, but so yeah, that's, and the Carvagis also coming P3 and 4 for Tatum Restec. Here are the standings. As you can see, TF10 leading the way, now ahead of Thomas Enger, but now it's going to get extremely close in the last 5 races, I think. It'll be very, very exciting to watch. So yeah, and Carvagis now leading ahead of Alex Santana in drivers. However, Scott Holmes now in third here tonight. Red Bull 26, which we're going at any moment, but yeah, Scott Holmes could claim back the lead. Right, I'll try and be more excited now. Let me just refresh my stream. So there's 3 people watching. Bro. No, okay, 26. 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Very, very good start then from both tests, but one of them has, I think that was Scott Holmes, getting slightly untidy out of turn number 1, getting challenged already maybe by P3 of Marcel Paps then. Heading the way, Thomas said to Elliot, it's all sorts of movement behind. Jacob Groom, I can see, is falling down the order, as well as Balint Cross, who's not had a good start then. A little bit of side-by-side action here with in the midfield, well not midfield, Estemba and Tristan are going at it here in these interesting corners, sort of definitely interesting to go side by side. This should be clear for Estemba. Yellow flag at the back. Josh has spun, and that will be, that will be a very, very difficult evening. Not ideal. A little bit of more side by side action at the back, but here we go. Then end of lap 1. I will just very quickly get position change up. Lap data. Well, there we go. Leader. Said. What tyre? Wait. Well, there's your tyres. Mike Talon's the only one on hards. Great. And here, what? There we go. Position changes. Kraft, Janssen have picked up 1 position each. Estemba has lost 2. Jake Stewart, 3 gained. Groom has lost 5 position, and Speedy has lost 4 position. Not ideal starts from them. Spetzi's looking racy though, behind Marcel Pats. Keep an eye on him, but everyone again on the mediums. Apart from Mike Talon's. Obviously, it is... I forgot what tyres it is now. But the tyres have become harder in Brazil, so it should be easier and easily a one-stop now for all the drivers. Where it is, Thomas to Elliott. In a little gap now to Scott Holmes. Obviously, Scott will come back with the DRS, so... it's still a big train. End of lap 2 already then. Still a test 1-2. TF10 3 and 6. Ooh, a little bit wider for Scott Holmes. Could be under pressure then from Marcel Paps. Don't think he will be under huge pressure though. For now. Marcel Paps already going and moving out on the straights. There's a little bit of side-by-side action between Jay Kennedy and that was Chully. A little bit now with Speedy. Oy, 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 oy. You can't do that, mate. Track goes right. I'm joking. Well, that's Speedy now in 18th, and he's lost 10 places from the start, from his P10 starting position. Not ideal, chap. No. But Josh has caught back up pretty much now to the train, which is good. He's set the fastest lap, actually, even faster than Thomas to Elia, so, you know, that could be showing something with Josh's pace. Or not. Lap 3. And it's already going to be swapping, maybe. Make your mind up. Gents. Letting Marcel Paps have a run on you then. Alright. If you want. Marcel Paps, here we come. Alright, DRS open. Run down to turn 4. Is Marcel Paps going to have a go? I don't think he will. Josh's got 3 second. Of course, that's not glazing him. He gets 3 second. And he spins. Yeah, great. Brilliant. But yeah, maybe that was a light mistake then from Scott Holmes going side by side with his teammate into turn 1. Not ideal. It's slightly inviting Marcel Paps and Spets to have a go at them, but not able to come out in front. But Scott Holmes seems very slow. I know there's dirty air, but you know, others are able to hang on to him much easier than he is able to hang on to Thomas to Elio. Alright then. Should be more straightforward this time. No attacks. A bit of a lock-up though from Marcel Paps. That's inviting Spets to have a go at him. A little bit of a switchback kind of thing. Well, not really switchback. I've worded that really badly. Is Spets going to have a go here? No. A bit of movement as well. P13, Max Moreau and Jay Kennedy. Jay Kennedy falling down as Jake Stewart's now also in P12. We'll get tyres up now because, you know, tyres are tyres and you kind of need to know them. We got oh, Jake Stewart, man. That's another car off. That was Jacob Grimm as well. Guys. You know, Thomas Elio is having a great race, you know, actually. Yeah. Definitely not trying to do commentator's curse. 100%. Sorry, Tess. A bit of movement here, though, for P12. P13, P14. Obviously, reminder, P14 is the last point scoring position. 5 P12, you know, that's double or triple your points. Set no is going to go for it. Jake Stewart's gone off on a straight. Jake Kennedy is now behind. Well, okay, Jake Stewart's I think going to be out. He's going to retire probably with 10 seconds as well. Yep. Noah into P12 while Speedy gets to 15th. Covering after a little mishap. Oh, side by side here. Way. Max Moreau and Jake Kennedy. Oh, is Jake Kennedy have a around the outside? I don't think he will. Yeah, I can switch back maybe. Nope, not able to send it. White Tellen's also behind them. Back to the front. It is still Thomas Elliott in front. A little bit now of a gap between Scott Holmes and Marcel Paps, but maybe a bit of a recharge from the TF10 man. And already swapping then for the lead of a race. Scott Holmes takes the commands away from Thomas Elio. A little bit of an unexpected swap, but maybe to just recharge a bit more. Thomas Elio, it could be more comfortable, and maybe Scott Holmes, you know, it's not feeling well at all. In a dirty air. Right, there's a spinner at turn 1. Max Moreau has gone off. And he's now side by side with Balint. Not ideal, Chief. Oh, the DRS. Okay, that's fair. Lots of mistakes coming in, though, in his early laps in Brazil. Very, very interesting. Meanwhile, I can't select P12, you know. I just can't. But anyway. Max Moreau's gone back. Okay, bro. Well, Scott Holmes now 8 tenths clear. Thomas Elliott. Scott Holmes definitely feels more comfortable now in a clean air. I can tell. gaps starting to form, especially also between Marcel Paps and Spetzi. Marcel Paps looking to break the DRS then. Not going to do it this time, of course. A bit of recharge turn one, maybe even losing touch a bit with Tess, making a mistake in turn one. 5 P18 and P17 continues, even though it's irrelevant, you know. Tristan is getting slightly closer now to Estemba. Just looking at the timing tower. But they're also P4 Spetzi is on his way to losing DRS. Marcel Pap missed the apex slightly. Oh, bad exit. Oh, this could be it. He's just passed detection. He'll get it this lap, the DRS, but you know, it'll be super close. And he's not got it! Spetzi's not got DRS. Well, that's not going to be easy. Yellow flag, Belinda's spun. But you know, life's not going to be... Well, I mean, he's got it back now, but it's not going to be supremely easy if he's, you know, risking losing it. There's silence in chat, and this is not coming up on my side. But yeah, should start seeing pit stops creep in soon. Spetzi's got a straight 10 seconds for corner cutting. How's that happened? How has that happened? We'll have to look back. Because a straight 10 seconds for that corner cutting. I'd assume he had spun and on his way back to the track he just cut the corner. But he's not lost anything either, so I'm a bit odd. You won't get it removed though because you have to serve it. That's a shame. Gap starting to open a bit, you know, within this pack. Dirtier starting to take effect then. Could see bit movement maybe for P12 actually. This lap. Maybe not actually, but no. Some cars are going offline to turn 1 and into turn 4. Just to keep their engine slightly cooler. Speedy is coming in the pit lane, by the way, to serve his 10 second and make his stop. Second one to make his pit stop, of course. After Josh, but Josh, you know, is gone 2 stop now. Scott Holmes has gapped Tomasetto Elio. That's not good. If you're a test engineer, you'd say, slow down, mate. You need to give your teammate DRS. Unless that's not their plan. Which, you know, they won't do that. Fair. But, like, I don't... Yeah, I think I'm going to give him back DRS. That makes sense. Otherwise, Marcel Paps would have a go at him. Had a go at him, so, yep. Very, very reasonable. There is a car into the pits lane this lap of Tristan Janssen. Tristan still not correct. But, right in. The first of the top 10 to come to the pits and change tyres. Onto the hards to the end from lap 12 though. That's a huge stretch. I don't think it is. Let me just check tyre allocation, but I don't think it is a step harder, is it? For hards. Oh, that's wide though. But let me just check. C2, C3, C4, yeah, so, you know, that's a long way on the hards, you know. We'll see. Can he make it? Maybe. Will he make it? Maybe not. Time will tell. There's a reason why not many people have pitted yet. Because his tyre won't really last. Smart. See if anyone reacts though, this lap. I think, yes, there's someone punctured at 24 hards. Ah, well, he did a hesitation on Mars. Where's he going? But yeah, no, that's tad too early. And the other Tristan now comes into the pits. It's a tad early for a few of these drivers, you know. Nice observation, JT, from the other race. But, still smarter, I think, to stay out at this moment in time, especially if you're still happy with your tyres and you're in a good position. Like Tess are. Obviously, Tess gonna have to split their drivers though. So, say with TF10, so one driver's gonna have to go one lap, and you know, makes sense. He's got double stack, maybe 5 tenths behind someone. Shock. But Tristan then, a few seconds behind the other Tristan. So weird having two Tristans or Tristans in a race. If Tomasetto pits now, which is not what Marcel perhaps is, Shoyosod Ula. Shoyosod do whatever he doesn't do. Well, Marcel perhaps is in. Great. Could see a change of team for lead here. Valentino Labella, however, has closed right up on him in the pit entry, which means also that Marcel Paps hasn't done a particularly great pit entry. For Scott Holmes, you do hammer time now, and he might as well just, you know, go for it and box. Because look at this, Tristan Janssen is now ahead of Marcel Paps. Which means after the pit stop, there is a good chance, you know, that Tristan's actually now the new race leader. However, his tyres will be unk status. Still younger than Christian Clausen, but you know. Okay. But, well, it's very, very important, though, to get past Jacob Groom. Little bit of contact when he's past Marcel Paps, so it's going to have to do the same thing. Tomasetto Elia is in the pit, so Spezzi round the outside of Jacob Groom. Very impressive stuff, and Valentino Bella is going to have to wait for his turn into turn number 1, or on a straight here, maybe even on traction then. Unless Jacob Groom plans to pit, which he does. But Tomasetto Elia has been in the pits. Tristan sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:09.6. I don't know why. Where is? He's outside the pit lane. I just want to let him go. Hey. Well, here's Marcel Paps. And there we go. Well, Labella's now behind Paps and Tristan. Tristan, not Tristan. Tristan's in 9th. A bit of action here, though, between really Tristan and Spezzi. Tristan with warm tyres, of course. For the time being. However, Spezzi, once he warms up his tyres, will be with the better tyres due to the tyre wear. Right, Scott Holmes into the pits then. A little bit cautious. Makes sense as Temba continues. So Tristan will surely take the lead of the race ahead of Marcel Paps. Mark Tallens getting swallowed, the only driver who had started on the hards That'll become a bit of a bottleneck. Imperative that the other drivers get past him. It's just going to let them through. They're respectable. No to a cause. Scott Holmes is 8th. What? Okay, well 6th, really, but he was leading the race, and now he's finding himself 7th. Ah! Well, Tess have got the best cars, not cars. Or Tess have got the best drivers, not forget, and they've got the best tyres. So, in theory, they've got 20 laps left to get a 1-2 again. It's them pits. But yeah, you know, Scott Holmes has 4 lap fresher tyres than Tristan, who leads the train. That's like at least 8%, 9%, 10% even. It's going to go immediately on Spetsy, then to turn number 1. Scott Holmes into 5th now from 7th, because he wasn't from 6th. Well, he was. Take breath. He's now up to 5th. Now a 3-5 for Tess after being 1-2, but now they should clear the other lot. But Marcel Papt is now at Ula. Marcel Papt is actually taking the lead ahead of Tristan. So fresh tyres means faster pack. Let's get it. But it's now imperative that also Tomasetto Elia gets... And I've got 4 adverts, man. 4. Great. Well, it's now imperative then that Tomasetto Elia gets past Tristan whenever he can. You can see he's got almost a full battery now, so he's going to use it after getting a good drive after one of the main corners. I don't think he'll do it on this straight. Maybe if he gets a good drive out of turn 2, he might get him on the run. Turn number 4. Setting it up nicely. I don't think... he might be... Yeah, still too far back. Obviously, Tristan's still with DRS. You have to get him in the middle sector. Maybe we can surprise him somewhere. Have to capitalise on a mistake. Like Scott Holmes is, maybe. Behind the La Bella. You have to wait maybe for a mistake. And we're back. No interaction in chat, man. Feeling dead. It's not nice. Hey, someone. Even if it's high, I don't care. But Scott Holmes right behind LeBellevin. You have to go. He's gonna have to go to turn 1. No. Makes him do a mistake. Gets to run on the switchback. Might be able to do it into turn number 4 then. Labella defending the inside. Estemba with 3 seconds. Oh, Scott Holmes is going to have to brake early. Maybe do a switch back into turn 4. He's got the run slightly. They're side by side. Scott Holmes, can he hang it around the outside then? Let's see. I don't think he will. No, he does not. Maybe send it here on a dive bomb. Oh, too hesitant. Doesn't go for it. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see some people in chat. Does Kraft get... Kraft has not been very there this whole race. I don't think he will really come back. But we'll see. Time will tell. It's still a long way to go. Right, now let's see some bit of activity in chat again. You know, let's just... Yeah. Means, you know, the words you're saying out of your mouth as a commentator actually... oh, a little bit of contact. Okay, well... Not got a lot of battery to Scott Holmes. Not got to recharge. But it means the words that you're saying out your mouth, people are hearing it, and people, you know, want to hear it, kind of in chat. You know what I mean? It's not just dead. He's not being dead one. Top set to Elia. It's now up to P2. Ahead of Tristan Janssen. Good. For the test, obviously. But now, who leads? TF10. Marcel Papt. Very crucial to get past him. And gap him. 1 lap fresh tyres, you know, there won't be a huge contest, however, so he needs to do it with skill. You know what I mean? No? Okay. Well, back to Scott Holmes. Stuck behind Labella. It's not great for him. All sorts of cars just going out flying on the streets. Maybe we're seeing their engine temperatures are soaring through the sky, or okay, well, not through the sky. That's no, that's not good. That's not the direction, is it? Through the roof? Yeah, through the roof. There we go. Especially Labella, he's moving a lot out of the slipstream, just to cool his engine down. Even if it's by 1 degree Celsius, you know, it's still quite a lot in the context of overheating. Meanwhile, Mike Tellens is out the point and he hasn't even pitted yet. Ah! Well, that's not good. And his teammate's out. Well. Ooh, Skylands has got a battery here. Just see. If he gets enough of a traction to surprise Labella, he might have a go at him. Maybe to turn. Well, if he gets a good dive bomb here, he can have a go. Continues to burn all the way. If he dive bombs it, sends it up the inside. Will do, you know. Sends it. Fair play. Makes Valentino go wide and sets him right up for a switchback here. And the better drive out of turn 2. DRS open for both of them. Is Scott Holmes. Scott Holmes is forced towards the outside. Valentino closes the door, however, makes himself tight for turn number 4, which might allow Scott Holmes a little bit of a run here on the grass. Scott Holmes already seeing the potential consequences and backing out. Maybe he can have to dive on here, though, to really have a go at him. Labella sees that coming and defends it. Great driving. Yellow flag. Berlin has spun and is now ahead of the lead pack. Gonna have to let them go, I think. And not give him DRS. Yep, that's sensible. Getting right off the track. That was a weird accent. Okay. Well, Scott Holmes has got it in a recharge lap here. He has the balls to send it, you know. Even just making Labella uncomfortable like that, you know, which sets him up for turn 2. That's still good technique, you know. Suspect he's got a 3 second. That's not ideal, especially running a good position for IRT. But this Scott Holmes, I mean, he's still got 16 laps left, you know. That's still a lot. And Tristan's, he sets him up. Oh, he's not got to live at Yaris though. Just recharge. Sit back and recharge, Scott. Go again when you've got a full battery. That's your best chance. Unless you dive on it, like, surprisingly. Yeah, still got 16 laps. Now, JT said he saw someone with 24 laps puncturing. Tristan's on 11 laps. That means 27 laps at the end for Tristan. That's a lot. Labella, 25. Marcel Papt, 25. Maybe even more than that. Or 28, 26. Alright, Scott Holmes. Might surprise him, you know. Continues to make him a bit worried into turn number 1. Labella doesn't react this time. A little bit of yellow flag in sector 2. I think there's GSR getting out the way. TTM Rene. Redeemed. Request a fact. I need to think of a fact, though, first. While we are here. I don't know many facts. You want to request a fact? We have requested a fact. Choose a topic. Any, just if you say any, we'll do any. But like, I can't really think of a fact right now so far. Any topic you want? F1? Not football because I don't know anything about football. But like, you know, oh, we'll do an F1 fact. All right. Because I don't think it makes sense to do any field facts. And a flag that's still. Where is he going? It's not got a front wing anymore. Request a fact. Fun fact: this guy's got on the front wing, and he stopped. No, okay, no. I'll give you good one. Oh, there's another car there. Oh, what's happened here then? Why is that? Okay, well. Let's use your questions for pit entry. That'll be funny. I'm still trying to think of facts. Brilliant, yeah. It's not going great for your team, mate, is it? Oh, it's not gonna. I almost struggled to get it turned. Obviously, you know what track. Trying a Brazil fact, maybe. You're engineering him. What rip? Although now he knows for himself. And the other one gets a 3 second at the same time. GSR disaster. And he's in the wall as well. Fun fact: your drivers are dead, bruv. Okay. Well, Scott Holmes is. Fun fact: Scott Holmes is fighting right now into turn 2 with Tristan. Now, not Labella. Tristan. 4 lap, fresher tyres. Can Scott Holmes? Oh, well, it's not getting slipstream now. Scott Holmes is going to have to hang around the outside out of turn 4. Respectful racing, gents, please. Tristan stays ahead. Oh, no. Clausen respect. Okay, well, I've got 2 facts to make up now. Great. Hi, Clausen. Fun fact number 1. Monaco will probably be on next season's calendar. Probably at round 1. Don't ask how I know that. Now I need to think of another fact. How old is Clausen? Plus infinity, mate. By the way, these two have gapped. Fact number 2. I need to think of one, actually. Ooh, a bit of side-by-side action. Tristan and Alexander Kraft going at it. Ooh, I'm not good at making facts up, man. I don't have that wheel knowledge, you know. Clausen is Swedish. Oh, I'm trying to think of something now. There you go. Fun fact: Formula E have released that Gen 4 car the other day. It is predicted to be faster times than F2, and more horsepower than a lot of cars, Indy cars and NASCAR Cup cars. With I think 800 horsepower I saw, with 450 kilowatts in normal power. And 600 kilowatts with attack mode. At least on defending from Estemba. And it is a very exciting revolution. It is predicted to be 10 seconds faster than the current generation cars. Spetzi's side by side with Scott Holmes. Scott Holmes was leading at one point, and now he's finding himself fighting and defending. Fact number 3, Clausen is Swedish. Thank you. But it's going to be very, 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 very difficult for Scott Holmes to get anything better than P3 here, because both TRTs have lost a terrain, the DRS, to Tomasetto and Marcel. Advice for anyone watching: don't spend your money on request effect. I'd rather do ASMR than request effect. So just save it for that. Thank you. Or do request effect with another commentator, like Booberts, because Booberts actually is a good commentator. $29 of 26 here. I think commentators are just waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. I remember when I said you were Danish, you told me Swedish. Why are you changing bands now? Changing sides, man. Crazy. This was an action for P17. Josh and Max Morrow. Max Morrow is not having a great race either. Christian Court. Well, we can't forget in his announcement for Tess, I think it was, they said he was Swedish. And it's always right. So, he's Swedish. Oh, well, Scott Holmes has got a run here. Maybe on Tristan Janssen. If he has enough balls to go through to turn one, he does! Balls of steel. Oh, Tristan's going to hang in there. Nope. Well, Scott's got a position now. And he's up to P4. Unless Tristan has a go at him again into turn number 4. Nope. Scott Holmes is now ahead. And Spetzi's also having a go. Man, it took Spetzi 2 corners to get past him. And it took Scott Holmes ages to get past Wantiati. GG's. But now Scott Holmes is going to have to have a go at Valentino, and I think just playing the P3, you can't really get P2 or P1 from here. Surely not with the break in with the RS. Alexander Kraft also gets past Tristan. I think Tristan's got, he's starting to realise, maybe he might make it to the end on his tyre where he's going to have to start. Lies? Well, Abdullah is the PC Tier 3 coordinator for WOR. He cannot be lying, otherwise he would not be coordinator. Therefore, he is right. As even September now, it's up to P7. Tristan Janssen, in 1 lap, has gone from 4th to 8th. GG's. Maybe even the other Tristan is now coming at him. He will. Side by side for the lead, by the way. Thomas Eto, Elliott, having a go. See, Abdullah can't be lying. Nabella is, he's having a good pace as well. Scott is not very close to him. You edited stuff. Great, we've got a little bit of a fight now in the chat. But Thomas Elliott should be taking the lead this lap then. 3/10 behind Marcel Paps at the start of a straight. I didn't unk. Yes, you guys did. Okay, well, here comes Thomas Elliott into turn 1. Easy move ahead of Marcel Paps. Test takeaway from TF10. Could be the championship right there. That's, he's not going to defend that one, is he? Oh, he will. Fairs. But ref. Let him go. Let him go. Let. No, Thomas Eto. No. Don't avoid a penalty and just go. No, Thomas Eto. No. You just got yourself a penalty, Thomas. Qui veut victoire aujourd'hui, Naël? That doesn't make sense in French, but sure. I'd like. I don't really want anyone to win, do I? I want Mike Tellens to win in theory, but I mean, Tess enough. I mean, it's equal in the championship. I just want a good championship fight. I mean, it could be a penalty. I think with Thomas Eto Elliott, he's got enough laps to get past him anyway. if you go on the safe side, you're fine and just get past him again. But if you don't get past him, then all that's just skill issue. So I don't know. Yellow flag. Why is have you ended up there, Mike? Well, okay. And Mike is last. Great. Well, if Marcel does decide to, make a switch over a bit, we'll see. But it looked like it was a bit interesting. But garage doors. What's happening in Brazil then? In real life Brazil. Due to anticipated severe weather conditions. And Mike had enough. Max Moreau going on the soft just for a bit of fun. You can't get fastest. We can get fastest lap, but there's no point fastest lap. Crucially. Scott Holmes is not that far behind Valentino Labella anymore. We could see a bit of action here. Hey! Oh, be careful, gents. Scott Holmes looking for a way past. Jacob Groom has gone for another pirouette. And I've got 4 adverts. I can't count. Tristan ends up... I never mentioned Tristan. Oh, there's 2 Tristans. Flip, man. Well... Wait, what? That's 27? And he's on 20... How's that happened? I swear it was 27 he was going to end up on, man. What is that? Well, Scott Holmes has passed. I swear, man, it was going to be 27 laps. Oh, well, 25, close enough. Oh, but 27 would be lap 9 pit. Yeah. Well, Stemmer's now past Alexander Graf. Graf will finish 5th, by the way. Well, that's a nice present, isn't it, from Mr. Tomasetto Elliott? A spot of DRS on the last lap. From Miss Alpine. Race fixing, man. Tomasetto's working with Max Moreau here. Ref. No, I'm joking. But anyway, it's been commanding, I'd say, from Tomasetto Elliott. Might have been in a few. No, sometimes it wasn't straightforward, but generally been in the front whole race. And like his teammate Scott Holmes, who'd struggled after the switch over to hards. And ironically, I think Tomasetto's going to still get DRS on the last lap. Even though it won't really change that much. But, well, what a drive it's been from Mr. Tomasetto Elliott and Tess. But Tess will very, very importantly be taking back the lead of the championship. I've just guessed that completely and I've not made any actual calculations, but I'm completely under the assumption that we will be taking it back the lead, or at least be equal on points. Alexander Kraft comes home in 5th, TF10 at 2-5, but it's Tess 1-3. At least they avoided a Tess 1-2. It could have been worse. Labella finishes in 4th, no one punctured in the end. bit sad, but yeah. Well, that's that. My voice can finally rest a bit. Just wait for the final people. Max Moreau in question, giving DRS to Thomas Elliott on the last lap. Josh has crossed the line sideways, and Max Moreau will be the last one to cross the line. How many laps done? I have no idea. I think it's 2. And we're 3 seconds. Well, GG's. Vroom? No, so okay. I think I mean TRT, but whatever. Do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, TRT did not serve their quali ban when they were meant to. This will be headlines you'll have to wait for and see if, there could be huge implications. Maybe they'll be disqualified. Maybe they'll have double race ban or quali ban, maybe a race ban even. But that's something to keep an eye out for in the socials. But there we go. Race results. Tomasetto wins ahead of Marcel Papt and Scott Holmes Labella 4th, Kraft 5th, Spetzi 6th, September 7th, Tristan 8th, Tristan 9th, and Joaquin in 10th. Truly 11, Noah 12th, 13 Speedy, didn't have a great race in the end, and 14 J. Kennedy. Right. Well, welcome back to the Principality again. Shock. Has anyone actually noticed the tags, by the way, in the stream? Competitive English Monaco. I wonder who put that there. So yeah, well, the standings then. I think Tess, based off the results, 30 plus 31, 30 plus 20 something, 50 something, and then 25 plus whatever, 19, 18, 40. It should be either equal or ahead of TF10 now. So yeah, Tess is now 1 point ahead, I believe. From JT's calculations. So yeah, it's getting interesting, everyone. You have to tune in for Japan. Ooh. And then Las Vegas should be interesting, I think. If it's Las Vegas anyway. And then is that Monza round 14, I think. Oh, JT, what did you cook, mate? Top tier, the only top tier. It's only top tier because I'm commentating on it, mate. But yeah. Should be very, very, very interesting. Yeah, Monza. Why Monza round 14? Bit odd, isn't it? But I mean, it makes sense, kinda. But it's kind of exciting track, but because it's good for racing, yeah, fair enough. But the best track for racing, clearly, is the Prince Relative Point. Okay, no, I'm not playing it anymore. So yeah, that's it. We'll see you next time for Japan on Wednesday, of course. Not with me. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't commented on Premier Tier yet. In terms of Premier Tier, I believe it is SCI leading by quite some margin. Over 100 points, I think. I actually didn't see what happened in Brazil. I think they won. That's silent racing, I think. So, wouldn't be surprised. Well then, Until next time, bye bye.